Judge, this is the case of Nana Bread.
Thank you. I read this couple's paperwork 3 times over, and I still don't understand what they're talking about. So let's sit down, start the case, and we can figure it out together.
Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Lynn Toler presiding.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here today with Markia Bellamy and Herbert Roberts. The two of you have been together for 11 years, but you do not want to be together anymore. Ms. Bellamy, I'm going to start with you. Why don't you tell me a little bit about your relationship and why you're here today?
Okay, Your Honor. Well, today I'm here because of my boyfriend, Hornball Herb. He cannot get enough of this good Nana Bread, Your Honor. And
good Nana Bread?
Yes, ma'am. I call her Nana Bread.
Okay,
yes,
okay.
Yes, ma'am. And for instance, Your Honor, like on my birthday, you know, so I had a very good birthday and everything was going good that day. So I told, you know, Mr. Roberts, you know, we're gonna bust it up, have some us time later on. So I ended up falling asleep that night. You know, that was my bad. I fell asleep. And I woke up, Your Honor, this man done popped all my balloons in the house. He done smashed my cake in. I'm talking about, he ripped down all the...
He threw a tantrum like he was 2.
Basically, he threw a whole temper tantrum about the Nana Bread, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Roberts, did you tear up the party scene because you didn't get any sex?
I did do that, but let me explain, Your Honor. I just love Markia. You know,
right.
We have been together for the 11 years, but I just love her. And, you know, and I was just, at that time, I did pop the balloons and stuff. And so, you know, what happened was, you know, I took the decoration down and everything, but the only thing, I was sexually frustrated. And, you know, and for her birthday, I just wanted to bless her for her birthday. You know, I just to bless her.
Yeah, let him tell her he always wants to bless me for my birthday.
No, you want to bless yourself for doing such a good job of giving her a good birthday.
Right, well, let's tell...
Hey, listen, when a woman finds a way to take a nap, leave her alone.
Well, let's tell her about Valentine's Day. So, Mr. Roberts, he bought me this nice, long, pretty wig. You know I like my wigs and stuff. And I always keep it on a little mannequin head at night. So, this particular night, I fell asleep again, Your Honor. And, so I wake up.
Like every night.
My wig is gone off of the mannequin head. So I'm looking around for it. I didn't say anything. Later on that evening, I'm collecting the trash and all that. I look down, I see a little piece of string, like a tag. I said, I know this ain't my wig. So I pulls it up. There goes
it's
Susie.
Your wig.
Susie hanging on. Susie, yes. And so I asked him about it. I'm talking, Your Honor, it was all the way at the bottom of the trash. You could tell somebody purposely, like,
put it there.
Put it under there. You know, not in the top, in the middle, all the way at the bottom.
Mr. Roberts, did you throw Susie out?
I was at work all day on Valentine's Day, on this day. So she calling me, you know, saying, we planning the whole day. You know, we gonna do this, we gonna do that. We gonna have a nice romantic evening. So that's what I was expecting when I got home, to have a good Valentine's Day, you know, and I made sure she had everything she needed, and she had her wig and everything, you know, made sure my baby was taken care of.
Okay, so how about Jacksonville?
Wait a minute, let the man talk.
Because then now I get home, and now she knocked out. So, you know, at work, I'm all revved up at work, you know, thinking we finna do what it do.
I got it.
Right, so I get home, and she sleeps. So I don't want to mess with it, because I know if I wake up, it's gonna start an argument. So, okay, I did throw it away, because I knew that was gonna hurt her.
So now you did throw it away?
Yeah.
You threw her wig away because she fell asleep on Valentine's Day.
I mean, because I ain't want to argue with her, and I know that.
You just wanted to upset her.
I just want to upset her.
All
and
right.
I know that a touching point right there, because, you know, women, they like their hair products and all that. So I know she heard of something dear to me, you know, men like they sex. So I threw her with her.
If you can't have your sex, she can't have her hair.
I just wanted her to feel.
Is that what we talking about here?
I just wanted her to feel what I feel.
I got you.
Well, Your Honor, asked him to explain in Jacksonville why he left me in Jacksonville. So we went there for a family engagement. I have family in Jacksonville. And we were sleeping in my cousin's room, so I'm not going to bless her room, you know, like that.
Right.
And so Mr. Roberts here.
It's not even like that. It's not like that.
Mr. Roberts here has another attitude, you know, throws a temper tantrum. I thought that he just went, you know, in the living room to go on the couch or something like that. So I get up, I go out there. My car is gone. All of his luggage is gone, Your Honor. I look around, all of my luggage is gone as well. He took everything. and then left and went back home. And I had to actually find a ride back home, all because of this Nana bread, because he couldn't get no Nana bread.
Mr. Roberts, did you leave her in Jacksonville with no way to get home?
No, okay, no, she over-exaggerating. Okay,
No, I'm not.
Now, when we did go there, you know, we planned to go see her peoples because that's where her family's from.
Right.
Her family there. So we finna go and have a good time. And so, but when we got there, she was just acting different, acting funny. You know, that's the way I feel. I don't know if it's true, but she was acting funny. So, you know, just out in standoffish, like, she was just
Because
with her
was
peoples
stalking
and
my
stuff.
Nana bread, that's
so
why.
at the end of the night, man, at the end of the night, so I felt some type of way. So I was trying to spend some time with Mama. She had the whole day with her peoples. So I'm trying to spend some time with Mama. She acted funny. So I did pack up my stuff. Okay, I packed up her stuff too, but...
Yeah,
but
he
I didn't leave her.
everything.
I didn't leave her stuff because that's all her people.
She had family there, so she can find a way home.
5, 6 cars out there. It's 10.
It doesn't matter how
we
many
got
cars was out
aunties,
there.
cousins, and everything. Right? I ain't leave her stuck though. You know what I'm saying? I did leave her, but she wasn't stuck.
Yeah,
That's all you were trying to
No,
say.
she got right back to me.
I was stuck,
anyway.
Your Honor.
Do you believe he's cheating on you?
I do. I just haven't physically caught it like with my 2 eyes, but it's just been so many, you know, instances.
Tell me about a couple of those instances that cause you concern.
Okay, so one time I decided we only had 1 car, so I took the city bus and I let him get my car to go to work. I'm on the city bus and I get a call from one of my homegirls, and she was like, "Hey, what are you doing?" And I'm like, I'm chilling, I'm on the bus. And she's like, "Well, I just seen Herbert ride by in your car with a female and her hair was just blowing in the wind like Pocahontas." And she got a very good look at the girl. So we get home later that night and I asks him about the girl. He tells me he just picked up a random girl walking down the street, took her to the hair store. He basically, he was feeling friendly. So I feel like he'd be too friendly with these other females. First of all, if it's my car, I'm on the city bus, why would you be entertaining?
In your car with another woman.
Exactly.
Getting her some hair.
Exactly. And I was calling him at the time, Your Honor. I was calling him at the time. He was not answering. His excuse was, oh, the music was up too loud. So y'all was just in the car, vibing, living y'all best life, basically.
Mr. Roberts, who was the lady in the car?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You don't know nothing about it.
That wasn't me. She seen somebody, whoever called her, seen something they ain't seen.
Somebody that looked like you in a car that looked like hers, but it wasn't you.
Everybody got a twin. Everybody got a twin.
Okay.
Tell me what happened with the screwdriver in the bathroom door. So she disassembled your clippers?
Nah, she broke them. She wrapped them.
Okay.
Boom. Broke them. Like, boom.
Well, what about my red dress?
What happened with the red dress? What happened with the screwdriver in the bathroom door?
Okay, so I don't like to argue with him, so I'll get up and I'll just, walk away. So this particular day, we got into an argument, and I went to go take a shower. So I'm in the shower, rub-a-dub-dubbing, and I hear something jiggling, on the door. Your Honor, I pull the shower curtain back. The door is off the hinges. Mr. Roberts done got the butter knife out the kitchen and unscrewed the door off the off of the hinges to continue this argument that we were having.
Did you take the door off the
Patty.
bathroom
Patty.
so you could continue to argue?
Okay, again, Your Honor, she over-exaggerating, Okay,
So what you did with the butter knife?
I did go in there now. Okay, she don't like to argue, you know what I'm saying? But me, I don't call it argue. I call it, we need to talk about what's going on so we can work this out, because if we don't ever bring it head, face to face, how we gonna know what's the problem, what I don't like? So that's what she always like to do. She like to run.
But you don't know when
she
to
like
stop.
to walk off. She like to go to her friend's house and do something. So this day I got tired of it. I'm like, nah, we finna finish this, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I ain't take it all the way out the hinge. Like, I just popped the lock. Like, it's a little easy door.
Your
like, you
Honor,
can just
the
stick
door
the butter
was
knife in
Like,
it.
and just pop it open?
Yeah, you can just pop it open. And she talking about off the hinge.
You took the whole
You
door
didn't do
down.
all
But
that.
I did
He
go in there
took the
because I
whole
wanted to
door
finish my
down, Your
conversation.
Honor.
Like, because that's what she always do. I can never get the last word. Well, it's not even about the last word.
You can never resolve the issue.
Can't never resolve the issue.
because
That's
she
not
walks
true.
off.
She gone. I can't talk to her.
That's not true,
Well,
Your
what do
Honor.
you think the major problem is in this relationship, Mr. Roberts?
Well, I know one of the main issues, she do have an anger problem. Like, she had asked me to get her hair done and stuff, right? So
Back to the hair.
I mean,
I love my hair, Your Honor.
which
I
is
really
no
do.
problem about getting their hair done, but this time I had to take care of some other stuff. It was like on a Thursday. I think it was ladies' night or whatever. She trying to go out with her friends. I couldn't get it done on that Thursday. You know what I'm saying? I told her, well, wait till the weekend, Friday or Saturday.
But he was fresh
I'll
to
get
death,
it
Your
done.
Honor. He had his
you know
hair
what I'm saying?
cut,
I'll get your hair done
everything.
Saturday. But what's wrong? If I can't get it done Thursday, what's wrong with getting it done Saturday? There's 2 more days, baby. I got to handle some stuff first. But you'll get it done Saturday. So at the end of the night, you know what I'm saying? She just took it whatever. You know, we finna go to sleep. So the next morning I see my clippers broke, you know, because I shave, you know, when I can't get to the barbershop, I shave up under my chin. My clippers broke. It just scattered everywhere on the floor. They just all breaking into pieces. I'm like, so what happened? What happened to my clippers? She acting like she don't know what happened. But long story short, she telling me, well, you know, I can't look good. So, you know, I can't
look good.
Yeah, you want to fix your chin. No, I can't fix my hair.
So she disassembled your clippers?
Nah, she broke them. She wrapped them.
Okay.
Boom, broke them. Like, boom.
Well, what about my red dress?
What you
What
mean?
happened with the red dress?
Okay, so Your Honor.
Oh, man.
Your Honor, my friend, she gave me this cute red dress. And I was going out ladies' night again that night. And I got in the shower. When I got out, the dress was gone out of the closet. Just disappeared out of nowhere. So Mr. Roberts actually helps me look for the dress and everything. Like, it's nothing. We're looking everywhere.
We had to find it.
Baby, I don't know where the dress
Yeah,
at.
we had to find it.
Right, we had to find it. So, yeah.
Why am I looking at that? That's not red.
It's red and black and white.
Oh,
but
okay,
yeah.
gotcha.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's the dress. Which,
All
as you
right.
see, is not revealing too much or anything like that.
I got you.
Yes. So, okay, I had to settle for another outfit that night. I get home, Your Honor. I go in my closet, and the dress was hanging back up in the closet where it was at.
She misplaced it.
No, I did not misplace it.
So you were messing with her head?
I mean, okay, now what? I'm gonna tell you how it went now.
Oh, now you gonna tell me.
She did. Okay, I did. Okay.
Now, I look in the back. There's a baby shoe in the back. Now, mind you, my son is 15 years old, so I don't have no kids at all. And none of my friends have kids either. I asked Mr. Roberts, you know, how did these items get in my vehicle? He tells me,
I was sexually frustrated already, you know what I'm saying? Because, like I say, she want to do other things that don't give me the attention that I feel like I deserve or need at the time. So it was like the night after, she finna go out and put this nice, sexy dress on. So I'm like, in my head, I'm like, nah, you ain't finna go be sexy for nobody. You couldn't be sexy for me last night or the night before. How you finna be wearing all this?
That's
Now you
not
got
true.
energy.
Right.
Now you
And
got.
you didn't have energy last
but you didn't
night
have
or the
energy
night
last
before.
night. But now you all primping and
Ready to
pressing,
go.
doing
Yeah.
all that. Like,
Yeah.
well, what about...
no, you ain't finna be out there shaking your butt out there, and you can't shake it for me.
I got you.
Yana, let me let you know how much of a hornball he is. So I had a cyst on my ovary, right? So that required me having to go to the hospital. So the doctor tells me, you know, you cannot have any relations for 2 weeks.
Right.
Mr. Roberts here, he wants to throw a whole temper tantrum. Now, mind you, we're in the bed sleep that night. This is the 14th day, Your Honor. He had his alarm clock set for 12 o'clock. For 12 o'clock. I heard the alarm go off. I checked the phone. Ready. Like, he just put ready in all capital letters. Ready for what? Like, he wouldn't even let my body. Like, this is what I'm saying. I was just so
Mr.
frustrated.
Roberts, did you set the alarm clock so you knew when 14 days
The
was
14th
up?
day.
The doctor said 14 days.
Wow. This is what I'm talking about, Your Honor.
So I'm going by what the doctor said. He know better than her. You know?
Oh, wow.
He the doctor. So,
Oh, wow.
And I'm already, like I say, like I said, I love her. You know, she say I'm a hornball, but like I said, I just be sexually frustrated at times. So now.
At times?
At times,
Your
and
Honor,
now
he
I
would
gotta.
do it
Now,
every
wait a
day,
minute,
all
wait a minute,
day,
wait a
every
minute.
night.
I already gotta wait 2 weeks. Now listen, I'm already sexually frustrated before the 2 weeks even started.
On it. I got you.
I'm on day 14.
See, you on it.
I'm on day 4. I'm on it, like, and she ain't like that. I'm like, but that's what happened.
So another time, Your Honor. Now, Mr. Robert had my car all day long. I get in the car, put my little hand on the side. I feel a lip gloss. Now, mind you, I don't use the roll-on lip gloss.
Right.
I gotta use the kind that shine me up.
Right.
So I see a little cheap roll-on lip gloss right there. I look in the back. There's a baby shoe in the back. Now, mind you, my son is 15 years old, so I don't have no kids at all. And none of my friends have kids either. So I asked Mr. Roberts, you know, how did these items get in my vehicle? He tells me that his homeboy asked him to take his old lady to the store without him. Just asked him to take
his woman to the store.
Yeah, to take his woman to the store. So I said, okay. I ain't make no big fuss. Later on that night, we get home. I go to the phone. I text the homeboy. I acted like I was him. I said, hey, your old lady left her wallet in the car when I was taking her to the store. This man didn't know what I was talking about. You know, the least you can do if you're gonna lie, you know, you need to call your buddy.
Back it up. Yeah,
call your buddy, let them know, hey, I need you, I'm a liar, or something like that. No, nothing. That man didn't know nothing I was talking about.
Now, Mr. Roberts, did that occur? And who was the lady in the car with the lip gloss?
Please tell me.
Like I said, it wasn't me, ma'am. It wasn't me.
You see,
So it was another car with somebody else.
Man, I already told her about her friends.
It's always somebody else that looks exactly like him.
So, Ms. Bellamy, you're here seeking $425 from Mr. Roberts over there. Tell me why you believe you deserve that amount.
Okay, so I had a family member that gave me a 42-inch TV.
Okay.
And I guess Mr. Roberts got mad because I didn't want to hear what he had to say on this particular day.
Like always.
And so he goes, while I'm watching TV, and snatches the whole TV out the wall. I guess he said he was trying to unplug it, but actually the TV just fell over and cracked all in one place. Again, because of a temper tantrum, because of my Nana bread.
I'm all the entertainment she needs, you know what I'm saying? She's gonna pay me some attention, and she did.
One way or another. Since there's nothing on TV, at least she might look at you.
She gave me some attention after that. She might was mad, but I got my attention.
Do you really want that $425?
Yes, I do.
Do you have anything to give me? What model, how old it was, anything?
It was a 42-inch.
I got that part.
It was an LG. I misplaced the receipt, but no, Your Honor, I don't.
They gave you a brand new TV, or was it a used TV?
It was a brand new TV.
He gave you a brand new TV?
Yes, because they had a duplicate, and I didn't have a TV at the time, so, you know, my family
I would give you the money if I had, like, a clue. If you had just Googled the LG TV, I would have given it to you.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I would have, because you deserve it. But y'all gonna go home and stay together, right?
I don't know,
And he's
Your
gonna be
Honor.
chasing you around the bedroom
I don't know,
and
Your
taking the
Honor.
door off the bathroom to get to you. I know how it goes, and your friends are gonna be chasing him around town.
That's why she got the spies on me right now.
Which woman he took to which fast food restaurant
He shouldn't
on this
be taking
particular
nobody.
day.
That's the whole thing.
I think you're a lovely couple. I wish you well, and there will be no recovery in this matter. It is so ordered.
It wasn't me.
We're getting that.
It wasn't me.
It was you.
Okay.
On divorce court today. High school sweethearts with a bright future got pregnant, ran away together, became addicted to cocaine, and then turned their lives around. Sarah got her GED, but Seth did not. Now they're both working long hours and drifting apart. Sarah Young and Seth Young have brought their dispute for Judge Lynn Toler to resolve. Testimony in divorce court starts now.
I have here Sarah Young and Seth Young. The two of you have been married for 3 years, have 2 children together, and you're only 24 years old. You have come here because you're at your wit's end. You don't know what to do. You're arguing all the time, and you don't know how to fix it. And you've seen the show, and you want some advice, and that's what I'm here to do. And hopefully I can help, because you got 2 kids, and you want to stay together, but it's just a mess. at the moment, correct?
Correct.
Ms. Young, why don't you tell me a little bit about how you got to where you are?
Seth and I met when we were 17 years old. We met in high school, and things quickly escalated. We were friends first, and then we started dating. Shortly after we started dating, I became pregnant, and it's kind of been a continuous battle ever since then. So I'm here today to hopefully get some help, an outside party that doesn't know a whole bunch about our situation that can probably give us some help on what to do.
Okay. Mr. Young, why don't you fill me in a little bit more about what has happened since you two have gotten together that's put you in such an unhappy situation?
Well, like she mentioned, we started out when, we were very young, 17 years old. We thought we knew what we were doing, got to a point where both of us couldn't stay, at our parents' homes, and we both decided to make a decision together to go ahead and pretty much just run off. Now,
So were you 18 by then, the time?
I was.
You were 18, but you were still
so
17.
My birthday is actually today.
Uh-huh. Oh, happy birthday, Mr. Young.
Thank you. So at that point, we ran down to Cincinnati and got pregnant, as she said. Well, actually, what we actually walked away from is what worries me more, is looking back now, 4.0 GPA, National Technical Honor Society. My mother is a professor at the University of Dayton. If we just stuck it in there a little bit longer, I'd be standing in front of you here with a degree under my belt as opposed to moving couches 60, 70 hours a week.
Gotcha.
So, when we were young, we, made that decision. We were in love, and we're still in love. And
you had a second baby. After the first one, you had a second baby.
Yes, ma'am.
You also dealt with issues of addiction, too?
Absolutely. Yeah.
And what were you addicted to and for how long?
Cocaine.
For how long?
2 years.
Okay. So you guys have been clean for a year.
Yes.
You need to feel good about that.
Thank you.
People usually don't go there and come back that quickly.
Right.
And you did. So that says a great deal about you and a great deal about how strong you are. So I want to acknowledge that. When you argue, Mrs. Young, what do you argue about?
Judge, it can range from how long it took him to come home, or trying to get him to help me around the house, help me with the kids. Just even in everyday conversation, it's always heightened. It's never just a conversation. I cannot remember the last time we had a conversation and we just talked with each other in a normal tone of voice. Someone's always raising it. Someone's always upset about who did this. We're always pointing fingers.
Right.
I just feel like I need more from him in terms of around the house. Every day, activities.
You work as well.
Yes, I work a third shift job in a factory. And then I get off at 7 and I have to come home and there's dishes in the sink. And my mom watches the kids in the morning between me coming home and him going to work. So I'm getting the brunt of everything that she doesn't like the way it's done. And Seth is, out the door. And when he comes home from work, he's tired. So it's like there's never really any time to really talk. Neither one of us are really home together at the same time.
Right.
So it's just...
And you feel like you never get a break.
Never.
And you feel like you don't get a break either. I mean, because you work a 50 to 70 hour a week.
Yeah.
You got the kids, and you got to throw sleep in there somewhere.
Eventually, yeah.
What do you think the main problem is? Is it all pressure from external pressure, or is it...
Number one thing, 7 years we've been together, and she still questions. I can be, if it takes 25 minutes to get from work to home, if I get home in 26 minutes, she's wondering what I'm doing for that 1 minute. Where am I at? And it's as soon as I walk in the door, not, hey, honey, how are you? Can we talk?
Where you been? Who you been with?
Yes, ma'am.
What you been doing?
And I ain't got time for none of that. I don't,
Now, Mrs. Young, has he ever done anything in the course of your 7-year relationship that made you believe that he's going to step outside the marriage?
No. But I will say, Your Honor, I don't believe it's like, oh, he's trying to mess around on me or whatever. It's constant battle. When he gets off, his friend takes him to and from work.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that. That's wonderful. It helps out because we only have one vehicle. But drinking and driving is illegal. And this man will drink in the car, him and his friend. Now, what if they get in an accident? You know what I mean? What if he goes to jail? Any of those things. I feel like
Mr. Young, are you drinking in the car?
Yes, ma'am.
You and your you just have to stop.
Yes, ma'am.
It got nothing to do with her.
Right.
You just have to stop.
Yes, ma'am.
I got people live in Ohio.
Right.
You know, you can kill them, right?
Yeah.
Don't have that right. And I know it's nice to have that beer and kick back, but wait till you get home. But you know, you put the beer in your lap and just hold it. But get home first.
Yes,
and
ma'am.
your buddy too, because you don't have the right to kill anybody.
Right.
No matter what you gave up or what you decided. Period. End of story.
Yes, ma'am.
That ends that problem right there. Right?
Yes.
That ends that problem right there. And it's not me, her nagging you, it's me. And it's Joe, and it's the rest of the world telling you you don't have that right.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay?
I understand.
Next, Sarah says Seth is cheated. But what is the real story? Does Sarah have something to hide? If the ink on your marriage license is barely dry, but you're ready to call it quits, call toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or visit our website at divorcecourt.com. Become a fan at facebook.com/divorcecourt. Broken relationships, real solutions. Divorce Court continues.
Now be truthful with me, Mrs. Young. Is it just that guy and the beer that he has on the way home that you get upset about, or are there some jealousy issues there that you have? And be truthful.
Your Honor, there are some jealousy issues, but I feel like we've already had it out about this particular friend, because he's like headstrong like me. And once things done a certain way, and he's going to do them how he feels. And I feel like when Seth is with him, it's like what he says goes, sort of thing. And yes, I do have some jealousy issues. I do. I have to admit that. And I probably should ease up on him and let him have some beer. But Seth doesn't have boundaries. If I say, yeah, have a beer, it's 6. You know what I mean? It's not like he can have a beer and be like, oh, I just needed a beer, you know, and then go to sleep. It's not like that. I feel like it's always, he has to take it further.
Okay. Mr. Young, first of all, we're just going to clear up. You've never been with any other women.
No, ma'am.
Nope.
No, ma'am.
That's it.
Not once.
Not once, not ever in life.
Not in life. Ever.
You believe that?
Yes.
And I will never...
You gotta act like, but you gotta act like you believe it. Do you see what I'm saying? You have to act like it. You can't be begrudging about it, because he's never done anything to indicate that he's been with another woman.
And
right?
I would never give her that satisfaction of how, that's the one thing that I know. I have done things I'm not proud of. I've called her names that I shouldn't have. I have done things that I have paid for. But one thing I will not do, and I will not do, is cheat on her. There's no reason to. There's no reason to. Before it gets to cheating, I would tell her, hey, we need to go our separate ways, or we need to do something else. When, like I said, it's the last little, token.
Piece of integrity that you hanging on to, and you're not letting you go tell about it, Mr. Young. I love that. No one's ever come in there and said this to me. Love that. I love that. That's a wonderful thing, Mrs. Young. You have to respect that, because a lot of women in here don't get that at all. They don't have the peace of mind to know that the most central thing in his life is hanging on to the fact that he's with you, and that he's with you and you alone. You need to be happy in that. I mean, you see all the problems, but that's a big, huge problem that you don't have that you should appreciate. That's all I'm trying to say.
And, Your Honor, I tell, like, when I talk with my girlfriends and stuff, like, I make him seem so wonderful. And then as soon as I see him, I'm, like, angry all over again. And I don't know why I have so much, like, anger towards him. It's like as soon as I see him, I'm angry. And, I know that I think maybe it's the fact that I haven't been truthful, or maybe that I have been doing things. And I think it's eating at me.
You haven't been truthful?
Maybe it's because I'm the little cheater. And I'm trying to, instead of own up to it for myself, I want to try to put it on Seth, because he is a good person. And
have you cheated on him?
Yes.
Does he know about it? Well, he does now, but I mean, were you aware?
I mean, yeah, I'm not an idiot.
So you kind of knew about it.
Well, I don't know who. Part of me wants to know who, when, why, where you do that to me, and then at the same token come back every day and tell me that I'm not, I'm cheating on you and I'm doing this and all that, and then yell at me about a beer. But this girl will go out with her girlfriends till 4 a.m. and rolling around in our only car, in our only vehicle, drunk, driving it.
When divorce court continues, does anger and frustration give Seth and Sarah an excuse to lash out?
Do you think Sarah should stay out late drinking while Seth is home with their 2 children? Call 1-800-282-1991 to vote now and see if America agrees with your opinion. You'll also receive some valuable offers. Call now.
If you would like your case heard on divorce court, call us toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or log on to our website at divorcecourt.com and join the conversation on Twitter at Divorce Court. Divorce Court continues.
Mrs. Young, you're not as aware as your husband is. Your husband is very self-aware. He knows when he's making a mistake. He knows where the mistake is coming from. He may not be able to stop himself from making the mistake, but he is self-aware. I don't think you are. I think that you live a life of frustration and anger because you got 2 kids, you're working a job, you're tired, your family's probably not real thrilled with you and telling you what you are and are not doing, So everybody that you encounter is either over you or on you or talking about you, and nobody's helping you. It's all pressure, 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 and the only release valve you have is throwing it on him. And I think that what you need to do is realize he is not your problem. You are your problem. And that doesn't mean you're a bad person. Doesn't mean that you're deserving of the stress and the strife that you're in. It's good news. I love it when somebody tells me, "Ooh, the problem is you," because I know I can fix me. I don't have to ask anybody's permission. I don't have to find nobody. I can fix me. I can change what I do, and you can change what you do, too. You can change who you hang with. You can change who you run around with. Personally, neither one of you should be spending any time with any friends for a long while because you don't have enough time to spend together. And you should make a point of feeding the marriage just like you feed your children. And you should you can find 2-3 hours a week to be together. You got to have a beer. You got to have a drink. Do it in your living room. But don't fall in the whole bottle of beer. Just, play with the kids. Have something to do. You never made any plans for life. You still don't make plans for your family. You just survive from day to day to day to day. And a lot of what you need to do is just to stop, to think, and to speak, and decide. You need to do a little more thinking than he does. You're mad at the wrong people. You don't need to be angry at all, because the anger is killing you. Anger will do you in before anything else. What you do is you speak your anger, you do not deliver it. Seth, I'm right here today. I am so angry. Seth says, "What is it?" You say, "It was the kids and my family and this and that, and I just don't know what to do." It's gonna be all right, baby. You tell me exactly what's on your mind. We love to talk about it. Mm-hmm. And then give her a chance. But you've got to give him an opportunity to ask you what's wrong, and then you have to tell him in a way that's not cutting his head off. And that's all on you. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
Okay. Now, if you were to give one gift to him, what would it be?
The gift of quietness.
I think it should first be the gift of trust. Do you see what I'm saying? You need to quit running with them girlfriends of yours because we're not altogether sure what you're doing when you're out there and you know you've messed up before, and when you get to drinking, messing up is the first thing you usually end up doing. Not you personally, but all of us. So you need to give him the gift of trust. So you need to cut that clubbing out.
Judge Lynn Toler's ruling next. Divorce Court. Judge Lynn Toler's ruling right now.
What one gift can you give her?
Honesty.
You haven't been honest?
No. I believe for the first time in my life when I met this woman is when I started 100% being honest. And being honest with myself and being honest with everyone around me. I've had to put up a lot of walls. I've been adopted twice, and I came from Russia. So I've got a lot of abandonment issues.
Right.
And a lot of trust issues. And to not get that from her, and I want to give that. She, for the first time, made me want to be honest. Made me want to tell the truth and be completely open with my feelings, with my thoughts, and whether it be good or bad.
Right.
And I think that's something that, I can give, continue to do.
Yeah.
But
I think you should gift her some joy.
Joy?
Yeah, you need to gift her some joy.
Okay.
And what you need to do is find out something she enjoys, something she likes, and do it with her. Other than, clubbing. You need to work on that like a job. Because she needs a like that moment. And giving that to her will give you a like that moment, too. And since you want to stay at home, maybe find something that she can do at home and enjoy it. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Sure
do. You need to develop that. And that keeps the love and the commitment there. So what are you going to gift him?
Trust.
Trust. And what are you going to gift her?
Joy.
And what you're both going to gift your children is an effort at it. You can decide not to be angry. It's a decision that you make. For instance, you screaming, and you don't think you can stop? Think about it this way. If a lion came in and jumped while you were screaming, do you think you would keep screaming, or would you look at the lion?
Keep screaming. I'd be scared if a lion.
You mean to tell me a 700-pound man-eating beast gonna walk into a run? You would run.
But I'd scream and run.
But you'd be screaming about the lion.
Right.
Whatever you were screaming about would no longer be interesting because your brain has decided that this is more important than that. And what you have to decide is that your children's peace is more important than expressing your frustration in the moment. You with me?
Yes, Your Honor. But I would also like to say that Seth is very hot-headed. That is one of the biggest issues why I'm upset.
Everything I said to her goes for you.
Twice.
Because that's a universal truth about the anger thing. You with me?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm going to give you two things. I got a book about handling your emotions, and I got a book about handling your marriage. I'm going to give you each one. You read one while he's reading the other, and that's what you can do. Put your feet in his lap. Get some coffee, or if you have to, have a beer. Read the book. Think of something. Trade books, and the other one read them. Just something to do for one another. But you're going to gift him trust, you're going to gift her joy, and then you're going to work from there. Good luck to both of you.
Sarah and Seth appreciate the judge's ruling and wisdom. They vowed to work together to repair their marriage. Post a comment or submit your case at divorcecourt.com or call toll-free 1-877-311-2222. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter at Divorce Court.
Judge, this is the case of Old Town Road.
Thank you, Nick. Money. It is a major problem in a lot of relationships. When what's going out is more than what's coming in, it causes stress. Stress causes arguments, which causes people to come see me.
Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Lynn Toler presiding.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here today with Jennifer Beam and Josh Fuchs. You two have been together for 6 years. You have one child between the two of you. Ms. Futch, you say he is a financial disaster and you're seeking $2,500 for a variety of items. We're going to talk about that momentarily, but before we do, Ms. Beam, I'm going to ask you to tell me a little bit about your union and why you're here today.
Basically, it's just like every day I wake up and I ask myself, what am I going to lose next? We have lost everything in the period of 2 months. You know, a year ago when I lost my job, he told me that he wanted me to stay home. I homeschool the kids, so he wanted me to stay home and to be able to do that. You know, and so he promised me that he had it. So the whole year went by. I thought everything was fine. Within the period of 1 week, I found out that he was $1,000 behind on everything: the electric, the internet, the cable, the phone, everything. Yeah. We ended up getting evicted from our home. I didn't even know we were past due on the rent. This all happened within the period of 1 week. And then we ended up in what we're in now, which is a tiny house. And I have a video of that to show you, and a picture.
Now, how many kids do you have with you?
I have 3 children. I have the 2 that I brought to the relationship and then the 1 that I have with him.
And they're all living together with you?
We all live together.
In that?
Yes, ma'am, in that. You know, you know, he's got the bathroom in the front, which is not completed. It's usable, but it's not completed.
It's outside of the house?
He built it on.
He built it on. Oh, I got you.
Built it on. We needed more room, so he built it on. And then the inside, you know, I mean, both lofts are big enough, but I mean, you know, the stove and the oven doesn't work. So I cook out of the toaster oven and the microwave. You know, I mean, the floor needs to be completed. It's not insulated all around. You know, it's just so many things that need to get done. And every project that he starts, he never completes, if he ever starts them in the first place.
Mr. Futch, what do you have to say, sir?
I work 6 days a week. I only have 1 day off. I bust my butt to make sure everything's done. I mean, I come home, I try and get as much done as I can when I'm home after work. But I don't have that much time. The only day I have off is Sunday, and I try to spend it with her and the kids, but I mean...
Yeah, but I mean, we could spend it... We could spend it together doing something like finishing some of these projects around the house.
Right,
I mean, you know, I mean, these things need to get done. We can't live like this anymore.
Well, Mr. Futch, let me ask you this. She claims that within a week of you taking over the finances, everything collapsed. Do you agree with that, or do you have a different vision of what happened?
No, because she was out of work for... It was a year we lived there with just me working. I mean, it wasn't...
No.
It wasn't...
Hang on, let him finish.
It wasn't that short of time. I did most of it by myself. It's just that, like, I didn't have enough to pay everything all at once, so I would just pay what I could to keep the stuff on, you know? But then I had some problems with the job I was at, and things got chaotic, and I had to leave there. And that's when things got really out of hand.
So what do you have to say about that?
Well, I mean, you know, our cell phone was shut off, and he told me that we only owed $125. I called. It turns out he's $600 behind, and he's only made 3 payments since the thing was turned on in the first place. The electricity, you know, I've worked the entire relationship, and usually I was the one that took care of the bills. But the...
What?
It was $150 to get the phone turned back on.
It was not $150.
But the contract
See, he tells me that lied to him. That's what he says.
It's only because they turned it off. If I come up with the $150, they would turn the phones back on. But it had to be done with a certain amount of time, or it voided the contract, and then I would have to pay the full amount.
He told me
and I didn't have it in time to do that, so it turned out to be $600.
I don't believe a word of it. I'll just be straight up with you. I don't believe a word of it.
She don't believe anything I say.
Well, no, because he has a bad track record. I mean, you know, you trust people just about this far, and then when they show you that they're not deserving of that, then obviously you're not going to trust them anymore. I mean, you know, and that's where I'm at with him. I mean, you know, I have to call, I have to check on him all the time. I have to make sure what he's telling me is true. I have to make sure his story makes sense. I mean, the electric. I mean, the situation that we're in right now, the electric's already set up in someone else's name, a family member's name, and it's pay by the day. And so he'll put 20 bucks on Monday, you know, I mean, and by Wednesday, it's shut off. So around 11 o'clock, I'm in there on the computer doing stuff with the kids. All of a sudden, everything shuts down.
She'll call me and say the electric's off, and within 30 minutes to an hour, I got it back on.
Right, but it's not.
It's a pay-as-you-go.
It's not a matter.
So I put on there what I can, and then.
It's not a matter of, I understand
there's other stuff we got to get to.
You take care of it after the fact, but you need to think about it beforehand. You need to think about how everything is supposed to be paid beforehand.
Well, Mr. Futch, that leads me to another question. The one that you raised in your paper is that your communication with Ms. Beam is just simply non-existent or ineffective. Why don't you tell me why you say that?
Because, like, she called me the other day, asked me to bring some stuff home for her. So I picked up some stuff, and I got some dish soap. And it was the wrong kind. She wanted a different kind. So I just explained to her, the last time I got it, I got the kind you wanted, and you weren't happy with that either. And then she went into this whole thing. She gets very angry.
Yeah, I get angry because you frustrate the out of me. You don't ever listen.
And then...
Watch the language, watch the language.
Sorry.
And then I just shut down like that. I just shut down, and I'm done. I don't want to hear no more. And then she goes into, you don't ever listen to me. You don't, I don't, all you're doing is screaming, you know, I don't want to...
Does he not listen?
You can get this far with him, and then there's a wall that gets built up. And I think it's a defense mechanism, maybe. He doesn't want to hear it. He feels like he's not getting enough affection in the relationship right now, and it's because I don't have any kind of connection with him. You know, like, I don't feel like he's taking care of his business, so I don't feel attracted to him.
And come in and give her a hug and try and kiss her, and she'll push me away and say, I ain't got time for a hug right now. If I got time, I'll give you one later.
Well, I got 3 kids. I got stuff to do. You know what I mean?
Oh, you got time for a hug.
I don't got time for a hug.
It takes a nanosecond.
We'll sit down.
Don't sell me that.
We'll sit down on the couch at night to watch a movie. I want to snuggle up with her. And don't put your arm around me. You can sit next to me, but don't get too close. I don't
say that.
You can sit next to me, but don't get too close.
Yeah,
You say that.
Don't pull on me.
I don't know. I told him I did not want to scrap the car.
At the time, we needed the money, so...
It was $140, as opposed to just putting a new motor in the car and having a car.
And there was a lot more.
You didn't have it. He needed the $140. You don't have electricity. You got toilet outside, all that kind of stuff.
Well,
and you want him to put a new motor in the car, but there's no electricity in the house.
What's going on? I don't know what it is. I mean, I just feel like he's just, you know what I mean? Like, it used to be there, you know? I don't know where it went. I still love him. I love him with every ounce of me, but he's irresponsible. You know, like there are things that I want him to do. I have 3 horses, and I have just a little barn, this tiny little barn out back. I know, I have a lot of ridiculous responsibilities, and I have no money, but I thought everything was fine a year ago, you know? I thought everything was fine. So anyway, these 3 horses kind of just fell into my lap. Anyway, so
horses don't fall on your lap.
They did.
That goes back into the thing of me getting stuff done, because when I get home from work, that's what I take over the kids, and she goes out and does the horses. So I
don't see anything wrong with that.
Mr. Futch, I'm beginning to see the light. I'm starting to see your point of view.
So I'm
starting to see that. You say she's angry all the time. Is that true, or is that just...
Every once in a while, we'll have a good time. See, that goes back into it, too. She can't... I don't think she can let things go. Like, she'll get mad, like, say, for the electric. Like, we'll be having a good day. Everything will be going fine. We'll be talking, joking, laughing. And then, I don't know what will trigger it, but she'll go right back into the being mad about the electric.
It's because it's...
And then 20 minutes after we're done fighting, everything goes back to normal, and then she'll go right back into it.
It's because I'm trying. You know, I am trying to departmentalize all of my feelings. I'm trying to... I know he made this mistake, and I know it's a huge mistake. I get it. You know, I mean, a lot of girls would have left him, you know, but you see there are good points about him, and he can do this, you know, but he needs to communicate with me. He needs to talk to me. You know, I've struggled my whole life. I have no family. It's just me and my kids, and I've always had to survive. So, I mean, I can put in my 2 cents. I can help him, but he doesn't come to me. It's all a secret.
Does he not come to you because he knows what's going to come at him once he does?
Yes, and that is a problem. I know that's a problem. I mean, like, the big thing with me, you know, right now what's aggravating me, not the most, but it's aggravating me on the list. You know, the fence that we have around where we have the barn, you know, he every single day, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. And it just never gets done. And it's the same way with everything else. So, okay, I mean, like, this will just show you, that's where the horses are at there. And then this is all stuff like that's all broken right there.
Is this property you rent?
No, this is family-owned property that we're parked on. And see, all that all needs to be fixed. That post was falling down. The horses can't be in certain areas. You can't have barbed wire with horses.
Yeah.
It all needs to be fixed.
Like I said, I work 6 days a week. I have 1 day off. When I get home, she goes out with the horses. I don't really have time except for on Sunday. And I don't mind doing it. I'll do a little bit on Sunday, but I don't want to spend my whole day.
There's one last thing I want to talk about. You say he's disrespectful because he threw your dog away without your permission.
That is absolutely what broke my heart the most.
Tell me what happened.
Well, you know, I had this dog for 8 years. 8 years. Bought her as a puppy, put clothes on her and stuff. I mean, you know, you know, and she meant so much to me.
Is he bull terrier?
Yeah, oh yeah, well,
a pit?
mix, yeah.
Yeah,
mix.
oh, I got one.
And I mean, she just meant so much to me. You know, she was my ride or die. She was with me through everything, okay?
And what did he do? What did he do? What I have to say to you is this. What you doing with 3 horses living in a shed? Horses are expensive. They gotta eat, they have to have vet bills, their feet have to be taken care of, they have to have all that kind of stuff, and you got some horses. What's up with that? If you would like your case to be heard on divorce court, call us toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or log on to our website at divorcecourt.com. Missed a show? Watch full episodes on our streaming platforms, and for exclusive content, go to Apple TV.
What happened was I was at the hospital having his baby, and I left his in charge of the dog. I mean, she was tied up outside, whatever. I guess apparently she was screaming and crying, so he told them to take her, pack her up in the car, and just drop her off. And so that's what they did. They packed her up in the back of the car, and they just dropped her off in the middle of nowhere.
Mr. Futz, do you have a response to that? That's a little cold.
I take full responsibility for that. I did do that. She was pregnant. She was complaining. You know, the dog was starting to stink. And
oh, my God, really?
It was an old dog. It was getting old.
Oh,
so
yeah.
She was stressed out, and I did that. I thought it was...
You know, that's something that requires a conversation. You know what I'm saying? It requires a conversation and a decision. She's kind of got to be led into, you know, it's time to let him go because we're just not in a position to care for him, that kind of thing.
I take full responsibility.
You understand why he did it, though? He didn't do it to hurt you.
Well, yeah, but this is my problem, though. When I came home from the hospital, I didn't know where the dog was at, obviously. So I'm standing out in the driveway calling her name. He's telling me, oh, she's probably just at a neighbor's house. She'll be back. They lied to me about it.
I did. I didn't tell her right away. So
I got it. So, Ms. Beam, you're seeking $2,500, one for the value of a car and the plates for the car. Tell me what you're talking about here.
Okay, well, when I was an independent single mother when I came into this relationship.
Right.
And I had a car. And so, but I didn't really maintain it quite so well, so the motor was starting to tap. And, you know, he's a mechanic. He could have easily fixed it. But, you know, he let it go. And, I mean, you know, it's not much. It was just all I had. And so, I mean, I bought it, you know, with money that I, you know what I mean? It's a single mother, it's hard.
So his sin is not fixing the car that you didn't take care of.
He's not fixing, well, no, that. But the motor finally went in it. I told him we could just replace it. Wouldn't be that expensive to buy a new motor. And instead, he decided to scrap it. I told him I did not want to scrap the car.
At the time, we needed the money, so
it was $140, as opposed to just putting a new motor in the car and having a car.
And there was a lot more.
You didn't have it. He needed the $140. You don't have electricity. You got toilet outside, all that kind of stuff.
Well,
and you want him to put a new motor in the car, but there's no electricity in the house.
This was back before all that. This was back.
Well, how long ago was it?
This was
about 3 years
4 years ago.
Oh, let me tell you what.
Yeah, but I mean, the Florida plates, how it works in Florida is if you have a car and you have plates on it, you keep those plates and then you buy a new car and you put those plates on that car. If you don't have plates and you buy a car, you have to
buy
pay,
more
it's like
plates.
$500.
I gotcha.
You know, so now I'm in that position where I got to pay that money plus buy a new car. You know, and I feel like
we
you
have
almost
the
kind of
plates
subconscious.
off the car. She just don't remember where we put them. I
Well, that's not what you told me before.
Yeah.
And now we got.
Okay.
You have 'em.
I'm sure that's what happened. Let me say a few things. Number one, you're not getting any money.
Okay.
The doctrine of latches, this was 3 years ago, you know. He's not responsible for the fact that you didn't take care of the car. And you were relying him on to making financial decisions. You guys were in it to win it together and whatever. And he did take the plates off the car and can't find him. And I saw the mess that's going on over there. I believe he can't find him. I'm gonna have to say this. You've put yourself in a situation in which finances are going to perpetually be a problem because you made a decision to stay at home, which, by the way, is perfectly reasonable under your circumstances, given the number of children that you have and the fact that you do have one that needs special attention. And I get that, and I'm never mad about that decision. But what I have to say to you is this: what you doing with 3 horses living in a shed? Horses are expensive. They gotta eat, they have to have vet bills, their feet have to be taken care of, they have to have all that kind of stuff, and you got some horses. What's up with that?
Well, I had them before I knew that we...
And when stuff gets shaky, you sell them. And you use that money to put linoleum on the floor, whatever they put on the floor these days, get up at, you know, people, you can't have everything you want and then complain about not having what you need.
Understood.
Horses are discretionary. Horses are fun. Horses are lovely, but horses are very, very expensive. You have to help this man maintain this household. When you've made the decision to stay home, that also includes a decision to marshal your money in a way that best allows you to continue to stay there. And that's not what you're doing. That's number one. Number two, I didn't get any information that would seem to indicate my man is taking his money and flailing it about around town with the hookers or the holes or nothing like that. He brings home what he has and says, here it is. Let's do the best that we can with it. In order to encourage consistent and constant communication about the situation that you happen to be in, you've got to be able to receive that information without going crazy. You know what I'm saying? He's doing the best he can. You know? And if he knows that he's going to run into a whole lot of static when he shares it, what he's going to do is borrow from Peter to pay Paul, put a little on this, put a little on that, to keep you and the horsies quiet. If you don't like your financial situation, you be a part of the solution. And that solution involves giving up some of the things that you want and enjoy in order to help him supply you with the things that you need. That's it. That's right. There'll be no recovery in this matter. It is so ordered.
Can this work? Can you guys stay together and make this work?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, definitely. I love him way too much to just break up and, you know, forget about the last 6 years. As long as we can communicate with each other, which is key. I mean, if you can't talk to each other, you don't have anything.
She's a really good mom, except that she sleeps late sometimes.
I probably get up between 12 and 2. I mean, normally, it really varies.
So you let your 3-year-old go to bed at 3 a.m. so you can sleep until noon?
She's the judge who gives rules on the law and life. She's intense with common sense. She's Judge Lynn Toler on Divorce Court, where real couples deal with real life. Alan and Vanessa have been together 4 years. She is 22 and he is 52 years old. Despite their 30-year age difference, they feel they are meant to be together forever. That is, if they can work out their issues.
Alan and I really want to get married, but he needs to stop trying to change me and accept me for who I am.
I am frustrated with my fiance because she's lazy and doesn't contribute enough to our relationship.
Can this couple overcome their problems and a 30-year age gap in order to say I do? Find out today on Divorce Court Before Your Vows.
All rise. Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Lynn Toler presiding. You may be seated.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here with Alan, Kubala, and Vanessa, and I'm gonna work real hard with this. Benalcazar.
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 Yes.
I'm gonna call you Vanessa. and I'm gonna call you Alan since I'm gonna call her Vanessa. You two have been together for 4 years. You have one 3-year-old together and another one on the way. And the two of you have been engaged for a little over a year, but you're not quite sure whether or not this is the relationship that will take you into always and forever, so you've come to me for my advice. An interesting thing I think that I should mention off at the top is that Alan, you are 52, and Vanessa, you are 22. So there is a 30-year difference between the two of you. 52 is a good age. That's where I am. You're not old, because I'm not old.
That's right.
You're a little older than her. I have a copy of your license that you've given me, and you've also given me permission to tear it up. If I don't believe that this union is what you should go forward with, I can also give it back to you if I think this is a well-advised match. But before we do that, of course, I want to talk to both of you about what's going on in the relationship, why you love each other, but why you're also not quite sure marriage is a thing for you to do. Alan, I'm going to start with you. So why don't you tell me a little bit about this relationship and why you have concerns over whether or not you should marry?
As deeply as I'm in love with this woman, we have some major issues. And my main problem is I'm really frustrated with her because she doesn't contribute to the relationship enough. She's kind of lazy by nature. In our household, she doesn't work. I make the money. I do the laundry. I do the dishes.
You didn't do all the laundry. I put away laundry.
Hang on. No, wait a minute. Let him finish. You're the primary breadwinner. You're the only breadwinner.
Only breadwinner.
You do the laundry.
I do the laundry.
You do the dishes.
I do the dishes. I take out the garbage. I pay the bills. I get a little help from her every once in a while on some of those things, and that's it.
It's just hard for me. I mean, I was raised...
Why is it hard?
I was raised a certain way. My mom totally spoiled us. She never made us do any chores. She never... I mean, I basically would get away with doing only what I wanted to and not what I didn't want to do. That's the way I've grown up for 20 years, and it's really hard to just change overnight, like this, boom, and then start, working hard in the house all day. It's not, who I was before. It's just really hard for me to change.
Okay. You know it's a problem, though, right? You know that you were raised that way. And are you making an effort to get better at it?
Yes, I am. I mean, the pregnancy has definitely set me back some. I've been doing a whole lot less since I've been pregnant. I've had a really, really hard pregnancy.
It isn't just from the pregnancy.
I was improving before I got pregnant, for sure. I was trying to improve.
You sure you're not using the pregnancy as an excuse?
He claims they're all excuses, but they're legitimate, in my mind.
She's always tired.
When people say they're legitimate, in my mind, they know and they're not legit. But anyway, that's okay, Mr.
I'm just saying, in my opinion.
Alan, go ahead. How is she with the child that's already there? Good mom, everything's cool?
She's a really good mom, except that she sleeps late sometimes. I've come home from work at different hours, sometimes home for lunch, and he's playing by himself and she's in bed asleep. And that's happened numerous times.
Vanessa, did that occur? Or does that occur? I guess he says it's
sometimes he'll
ongoing.
get up a little earlier than I do, and I will put something on TV for him. I'll get him breakfast or whatever he wants to eat. I'll be half asleep. I'll be listening to what's going on. I'm not watching him like a hawk, but our house is childproof.
Clearly that's not right. There's no such thing as kid-proof, Yes. It's kid-friendly, it's boo-boo resistant, it's horrible, but it's not the real thing. When your kid is up and in the house, you need to be up, period.
Part of that issue is he wants me to keep Julian on an earlier schedule than I'm on. And
well, what kind of schedule are you on?
I probably get up between 12 and 2. I mean, normally, it really varies. Sometimes I'll get up at 10. Sometimes I'll get up at 6.
So Mr. 3 do between those hours if you're asleep?
Normally I'll keep him on a late schedule with me. He doesn't go to school or anything, so he can go to bed at 3 a.m. and get up at noon.
So you let your 3-year-old go to bed at 3 a.m. so you can sleep until noon?
Yep.
Now, do you think that's the best thing for him?
Not necessarily, but I mean, I don't really see how shifting his schedule later is like it should affect him that much. He's not going to school.
You're going to have to do it eventually.
Of
and
course.
once it becomes a habit, it's harder to undo. If you do it right from the beginning, like if your mama had trained you right from the start, and you wouldn't have such a hard time being reasonable right now. Having said that, number 2, I will say this. I was raised in a household where I never did anything. We always had people cooking and cleaning and doing stuff for us. I had enough sense to, but see, I grew out of it.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm not that old yet. I mean, I got some more time.
I didn't grow out of it at 52. I did so as a young woman in order to do my life. It's not like you've had a major illness that has handicapped you. It's a decision that you make.
Your Honor, she doesn't want to change. She's told me that what she would prefer
The answer to that is 22.
You can't. I know plenty of 22-year-olds who aren't lazy. My daughter is 21. She works and goes to school. My son is 29. He put himself through school on scholarships and working as a computer programmer. Being 22 is not an excuse to be lazy, and it's not an excuse to not try harder in our relationship.
It's not, and I agree with you, absolutely, because I got somebody 20 doing the same thing, but what I'm saying is you grow old over time. You're looking for 52 in the head and 22 in the body, and you get what you get.
When Divorce Court Before Your Vows continues, how will Alan explain this one?
She ended up stealing my phone number from a friend that had my phone number, and she texted me. And she
So you liked him from jump?
Yes.
And you pursued him?
Yes.
I was married at the time.
And later, Alan professes his love for Vanessa in song.
Gonna see if through it all we can stay true. Gonna find out if we have a clue. The judge will tell us what to do.
Are you considering marriage but aren't sure if it's the right step? Call toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or visit our website at divorcecourt.com or become a fan at facebook.com/divorcecourt.
Divorce Court Before Your Vows is back with the case of Alan Kubala, who says he wants to marry his fiancée but is rethinking his decision because she is so lazy. But is it Alan's fault that she behaves the way she does?
I never misrepresented myself from the start. I told him, I want to be a stay-at-home mom.
Why don't you tell me how you met?
We met at a drum circle. A mutual friend had a party, and it's where people bring their drums and sit in a circle and play. She ended up stealing my phone number from a friend that had my phone number, and she texted me. And she
So
said,
you liked him from jump?
Yes.
And you pursued him?
Yes.
Is that what happened?
That is true, Your Honor. I was married at the time.
Did you find that a problem?
We never did anything inappropriate. We texted.
He was never unfaithful at any time. We never had any kind of physical relationship.
Was your marriage
till after it
already
was
on the
over.
rocks by the time that you met her?
It was on,
I mean, at some point you made a transition from her to her.
It had been on the rocks, but it was, it had gotten better. It was missing passion, which is something that we have.
So you told your wife and...
I told my wife the very first time I met her. In fact, not that first time, but the first time we ever got together after that.
What'd you tell her?
I brought her home to meet Vanessa. I told her I really like this person.
Oh, hang on. You brought the woman that you were starting to like and it ultimately replaced your wife with to meet your wife?
Yes.
And how did you introduce her?
I said, this is my friend Vanessa. And I made them both dinner.
Don't you think that's a little cold-blooded to do to your wife?
To do what?
To bring the woman you're going to replace her with to your home to dine.
I thought it was the right thing to do because it was, that way there's nothing hidden. I'm not being dishonest.
Oh, there's a lot of ways to tell the truth. That ain't one of them. That was just mean. It's hurtful, okay?
Okay.
You just take my word on that one. So we don't, and then remember what he did. Never forget what he thought was okay to do.
Well,
No, I'm saying remember what he did. You can't ignore that. You said that you didn't like the fact that he gives you chores on a racer board or
That's
chalkboard.
not exactly true. I mean, the thing is, my response to all this laziness and immaturity is, I mean, I never misrepresented myself from the start. I told him, I want to be a stay-at-home mom, and I want to stay at home and not have to, stay on a tight schedule, and I want to kind of just do, what I want, basically. But
do you believe that he wants something now that he didn't ask of you in the beginning, or?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, I wasn't doing anything like this in the beginning, and he didn't have any complaints.
Of course, I didn't ask for it in the beginning. We were getting to know each other.
But now that you're considering marriage, you want her to step up to the plate and act more like a responsible wife.
Yes, I do. I put up with it at first because I really like to take care of people. It's something I'm good at, I enjoy it, and she wanted to be taken care of, so we were a good match in that sense. And she told me just to be patient and she will start to do more, and it just hasn't happened.
Well, he's just really hypersensitive about everything too. It's like if he just gets really bent out of shape sometimes, like he'll be frustrated too far and he'll say, "Get out of my house." Like about once a month on average, sometimes once every 3 months. Do you do that, Alan? In front of the kids too.
I don't quite say it like that. There's a point, it happens about once a month, yes, where I get fed up and I feel like I'm being taken advantage of and that I've been too lenient to put up with it, and I just say, this isn't going to work. Go back to your mom's.
Alan,
now he says that.
Can I say this to you? Can I say this to you? You can't make someone you love not feel safe in their own home, to feel like if I don't behave appropriately, I have got to go. You can argue about things, you can go back and forth, but to put that ultimate, you didn't do it right, you're out, that's hugely, that disorders you. It makes you feel unsafe in a very major and concrete way, and that's not how adults conduct business.
When Divorce Court Before Your Vows continues, what does Alan say that has Judge Lynn giving praise?
Alan, you hit it out of the park. That was a lovely answer.
If you would like your case heard on Divorce Court, call us toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or log on to our website at divorcecourt.com and follow us on Twitter @DivorceCourt. Divorce Court Before Your Vows returns with the case of Alan Kubala, who left his wife in order to date his current fiancée. But does Vanessa love Alan as much as he loves her?
Your Honor, I wrote her a song.
As long as it's not a rap, you can go ahead and do it.
Absolutely not.
Why don't you give me your 60-second case why she is the woman for you? Why I would say, oh my God, they've got to be together.
I don't know if you'll say, oh my God, they've got to be together because of this, but I left my wife to be with her, and there was a reason. I felt something really strongly, and a lot of people are going to assume it's because she's young and beautiful, and that really wasn't it. We had a way of being together that was comfortable and exciting at the same time.
Comfortable and exciting.
I've never experienced those two things together. I'd been comfortable in relationships, and I'd been like really excited, but I had both of those. And we have a lot of interesting conversations because our outlook on life is different. She's a cynic, and I'm an optimist. And so things will come up, on TV or some shows we're watching, and we'll like kind of argue about our points of view from that, and it's very intellectually stimulating. She's a good companion. We enjoy each other's company, and she's the kind of person I want to come home to because I feel that we're connected, that we're like soulmates, and it was worth it to me for all this other stuff because of that. I trust my feelings.
Alan, you hit it out of the park. That was a lovely answer. It was very thoughtful. It was in-depth. It was specific. It was compelling. I really enjoyed that response. Did you hear? That was a wonderful thing he said about you. It was a beautiful thing. And it wasn't just flowery and rosy. It had specifics.
Your Honor, I wrote her a song. And
oh, did you?
I wrote you, it's for you too.
As long as it's not a rap, you can go ahead and do it.
Absolutely not.
Go ahead, Alan.
This is for her, and it's about our experience meeting you. People writing down everything we say, Gonna see if through it all we can stay true. Gonna find out if we have a clue. The judge will tell us what to do. We'll spend the night together too. Gonna see Judge Toler tonight.
That was very nice, Alan.
When Divorce Court Before Your Vows continues, will Judge Lynn give this couple her blessing or tell them to break up?
You want to marry her and all that kind of stuff, prepare to play the daddy role, because that's who you're going to be.
Divorce Court Before Your Vows returns with the case of Alan Kubala and Vanessa Benelkasar, who have come before Judge Lynn to see whether or not they should marry despite their 30-year age difference.
I gotta say, just on a basic life level, May, December, age doesn't matter. I think age matters. When you're 42, how old will he be?
72?
Look at that for what it is. Did you understand?
What's wrong with that?
When you're 52, he'll be 82.
So?
I mean, what do you mean so?
I love him. I don't care if he's a lot older than I am.
See, she's not ready, and let me tell you why she's not ready. She's still a kid. You know, love doesn't conquer all. There are practicalities in all of life, and she doesn't see that. She's not ready yet. I know why she likes you. You're a likable guy, but you're trying to make her into a woman, and she's not there yet. The fact that she had kids early doesn't make her a grown woman. And I don't think that, I mean, if you want to get with her and you want to marry her and all that kind of stuff, prepare to play the daddy role, because that's who you're going to be. People have made more bizarre things work. I don't think she's ready. I think she needs to grow up. I think it's a shame that you started having kids so early, because I want them to have stability. I don't think you can give them to them alone. I think that he can, but I don't think you can. So I'm in a position where I can't applaud the marriage, but I'm like, it's better than the alternative, which is not, you know, throwing rice at you, but I'm not giving you a bus ticket either. You know, it's
deal with that.
Here's what I'll ask of you. You get parenting classes, and you both get marriage counseling. Don't you think?
Okay. What is marriage counseling going to do you think? We know what our issues are.
We're very good at communicating.
But you can't solve them.
We communicate very well.
But you can't solve them.
Well, what are they going to do? Make her start working harder?
They can help you solve the problem. They can help you do things in other ways. They can help her face her issues, and you face your issues. You know what I mean?
Like separately, you mean?
Together, separately. There's a whole lot you don't know about it. Go look and see. I can't tear it up. I can't give it to you. I'm so conflicted, I don't know what to do. I'm just going to bless you and leave you. This matter is adjourned. Good luck to you both.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Parties may leave the courtroom.
Alan and Vanessa are still together and happier than they were prior to coming to divorce court. While he is still on her case for being lazy and sleeping too much, Alan realizes he can't always threaten her with leaving the relationship. Vanessa understands that she needs to help out more around the house and is trying her best to step up to her responsibilities.
Today on Divorce Court.
I'm here because I've been with Cameron for 11 years. Our marriage is on the outs, and I'm trying to give one last chance to save it.
Erin's created all of these problems to take the focus off of her. She's ruined my friendships and my life, pretty much.
He has a family, and he needs to be a married man and act like it.
I believe that I've been there for Erin emotionally throughout our entire relationship and tried my best to support her.
Cameron thinks I should be okay with his friendship because he says he's not doing anything wrong, that she's just a friend. But there's obviously more to that because your friendship means more than your marriage.
Erin is so jealous of Lily because she feels that she is prettier than her and that I am closer to her and we have more in common. She shouldn't be jealous.
I feel like I'm not a priority in Cameron's life because he's selfish.
If there was anything that could save this marriage, it would be a lot of change on Erin's part.
Divorce court is now in session.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here with Cameron Adams and Erin Adams. The two of you have been together for 11 years, married for 6, and have 2 children together, but do not want to be married anymore. Mr. Adams, I'm going to start with you. Why don't you tell me a little bit about your situation and why we're here in divorce court today?
Well, Judge, I'm here today because we have been together for 11 years, and up until about a few years ago, I would say we had the perfect relationship. Everybody thought we were the best relationship. We got along just fine, didn't have any issues. It started probably when she would go back home to Oklahoma, where we're from, I guess you could say, and I found out that she was looking up her ex. So, like, I was using her phone one day because mine was broke, and in the search history, I seen her ex's name and that she was searching him. So I questioned her about it, and I said, you know, you're looking up your ex, what's this all about? And she denied it and said she wasn't. So I then showed her in her phone, I'm like, yes, you were. Here it is, right here.
It is.
And she got mad, angry, started flipping out on me and just yelling at me, and it caused a lot of problems. Another time that she went back was for her grandmother's funeral. And she came back, and shortly after, she was pregnant. Now, as far as I knew at the time, she was on birth control. She always had always been on birth control, and so the timing of it was kind of weird to me for her going back there. So it didn't make any sense to me. So I'm asking her about that, and you can explain this to me. And she was getting mad and angry and flipping out about that too, to where it started turning into being about me, and I'm getting accused now, and I'm, you know, what am I doing? And we can't even discuss anything about her.
Right.
So it ended up turning out to where I have a coworker that I was friends with at many different jobs. She knew this person, which his name is Lily, that we had hung out together. She actually won these tickets to the fair off the radio station. She wasn't able to go.
Before we get there, I want to talk about that, I do.
Okay.
But I want to find out what's happening in Oklahoma first. Ms. Adams, what's happening in Oklahoma?
Nothing was happening in Oklahoma. I was shooting the breeze with my friends, my girlfriends back home, and of course, well, I'm from a very small town, like a graduating class of like 76. So when most of us grew up together.
Right.
Well, one of my exes, like, I had looked him up because we had been talking about him. And so I'm like, oh, I wonder, you know, what he's doing these days and this and that. It was completely instant. I'm not in love with him. I don't know why I did it, because I really don't even care that much. I was just being curious.
Just wondering, what happened to him?
Yeah, because we got into talking about past stuff. And the timing of my pregnancy is not even the time that I went to Oklahoma. That doesn't even add up. That shows how much partying he does.
Mr. Adams, let me ask you this. Of the things that you saw between her and her ex in Oklahoma, or about her ex in Oklahoma, were any of them suspect, or were they just, I wonder what he's up to?
It was suspect in the fact that she lied about it and denied it, that it ever even happened. I mean, if that was the case, why lie?
Did you lie about it?
I didn't lie about it. He woke me up one night and said, so why were you looking up your ex? And I'm like, what? Out of dead sleep. What? What are you talking about? And he was like, why'd you look up your ex? Why'd you look him up? And I'm like, because I was curious. No, I never said that I didn't.
You said you didn't. That's why I showed you the phone. I said, here, yes, you did. Here it is right here.
Okay, I got you. So I want to go back to the pregnancy. You believed that she was on birth control.
Right.
And she got pregnant, so that weirded you out a bit because you didn't know how that happened.
Correct.
Okay. What is your take on that pregnancy thing?
When I stopped taking my birth control because my insurance lapsed, I told him. He sits there and says that I didn't tell him, but I have told him this. So he's telling me I looked up my ex and then I got pregnant 3 months later?
It was an artist.
Mr. Adams, did you not know she had gotten off birth control?
No, I did not. I did not. In fact, even later on after that, even in her phone, again, there's a message that she sent talking about I wasn't taking my birth control, and big bold letters, do not tell that in it.
Don't tell our business, not you. You already knew.
I even have it right here. I have it. I mean, it's a little blurry. You can't really see it because my phone was messed up at the time, but you can see exactly what she says.
Ms. Adams, were you talking about your birth control situation?
Yeah, because it wasn't planned. This pregnancy just like happened. I was upset about it. He was upset about it. He had known this situation. When I say don't tell, I'm not talking about my husband.
Right.
I'm talking about my
public.
coworkers
Right.
and everybody else, because we are a very, very small place. And when things get said, the whole place knows.
I didn't know.
You did know because I told you.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask you something, and just something you might want to saute on. My husband says to me, you didn't tell me a lot when I know I did, because I know you ain't listening. I ain't mad about it, because I talk a lot. Sometimes he tunes me out, so I'm good. I don't get mad, you know, he gets tired of it. Is there a possibility that you get told stuff, but you're really not paying attention?
No, because later on I'll bring up those same facts to show her that I did listen, and I'll say a subject, and she'll say, oh yeah, constantly.
Maybe he was drinking
constantly.
too much.
Oh yeah, you can say that all you want, but even more so, even beyond that, all this became a problem when I brought it up, that she turned it around on me, and it was like, oh, you're with Lily, you want to be with Lily,
Yeah.
and you know, we couldn't even discuss this whole situation
I
before.
want to resolve the thing with the baby. You're clear now, though, that baby is yours, correct?
Yes.
Since there was no issue of paternity there.
No, I didn't do that. I mean, I
He made me feel like
my
it the whole
kids.
time I was pregnant.
I love my kids, and my kids are my kids. I see them, and I look at them, and I love them. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. So now that we've got, I think I see what's going on here, but now that we've talked about all that, I want to talk about the person you brought up twice, Lily.
Yeah.
She has a problem with Lily. Lily is your best friend. We're going to figure out just what kind of friend she is and why you have a problem with how tight they are.
Nothing was really said, and then maybe a few days before it was time for him to go, Lily was going with him, and Lily was going to be his ride down there. And they were staying the night at his friend's house.
So, Mr. Adams, I'm just going to ask you, who is Lily and why has she become an issue in your relationship?
Lily is one of my really good friends. We've been co-workers at multiple jobs throughout the years. I only believe she became an issue, which was years later, because I found out all these things about her. And when I brought up all these things, it just got turned around on me to where, oh, you're messing with Lily, or you love Lily and you're with Lily, when she was just a coworker.
Yeah.
She's a good friend of mine.
When you say all these things, you're just talking about her looking up, seeing what the ex-boyfriend was doing, right?
And lying about everything that I
And
bring
lying
up,
about
and having the proof that she's lying, and then it's always, oh, I forgot, or oh, the story changes magically.
And is that it?
Not necessarily. I mean,
You say all these things like it was an ongoing, you know, sequential issue, but it seems like this one thing that you're just rotating
Well, I mean,
about.
that's what really started me not trusting her or questioning the things that she was doing from that point on, because, I mean, if I had proof that she was saying different things than what was really happening, it just basically made me not feel like anything she was saying was the truth. And then she starts turning the tables around on me to where we couldn't even discuss those things anymore. So it became, Lily was the biggest issue in the world after that.
Why don't you tell me what your issue with Lily is?
He would hang out with her all the time, and he's sitting here accusing me of some things that I've done when I didn't really do anything.
Right.
But yeah, you're gonna go hang out with this girl when I don't even know when you're hanging out with her?
When you say hang out, give me some stories or parameters where it made you feel uncomfortable.
So he told me he was gonna go to Phoenix for his birthday, and so to hang out with one of his friends. I'm like, okay, cool. So I kind of felt like I wasn't invited. That's fine, you're hanging out with the guys, whatever. So then, in the meantime, I won these tickets off the radio, and there's 3 tickets. So I was like, okay, you know, maybe I'll get to go. And so nothing was really said, and then maybe a few days before it was time for him to go, Lily was going with him, and Lily was gonna be his ride down there. And they were staying the night at his friend's house. I was uncomfortable with that, but I was trying to stay cool and calm because it's not usually like me, but I didn't like it. I didn't like her from the get-go. When I met her, I'm like, I just had a feeling.
You didn't like it because that's a lie.
Don't you think it doesn't appear correct that you got mad because she just looked up an ex, but you're taking off with another woman out of town in a car, spending the night? Don't you think that's more suspect than just seeing, hey, what an ex was up to these days?
Well, just let me explain that situation because, like I have the problem with, that is a complete lie. When she won the tickets off the radio, it was maybe 3 or 4 weeks before we even go down there. I made a Facebook post saying, wife of the year has won me these tickets. I'm taking Lily and my other friend to the fair. So how could you possibly not know until 2 days before that we were going if I made a post? Lily and her commented on the post. Show you right here.
Okay. So she won you tickets, but she wasn't gonna go with you?
No, she wasn't able to go.
Oh,
I wasn't able to go because I wasn't invited.
I thought you didn't know. See,
I wasn't
another lie.
I just told you that I knew about the tickets. I won them.
All right. Well, since Lily seems to be a big issue, I think we ought to meet Lily. Lily Pfeiffer?
Yep.
How are you, Ms. Lily?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
Good, good. We want to talk to you momentarily about the nature of your relationship with Mr. Adams and why Mrs. Adams doesn't like you.
Oh, yeah.
Every single thing that I have.
Right.
You've seen it, so let me see your phone. He didn't really want to give it to me. I'm like, okay, well, finally he does. So I take it and I go out to the car because I'm going to search through it. And I
drove off.
And I drove off. Then he factory reset his phone.
So, Ms. Pfeiffer, I want to talk to you momentarily. You are a co-worker of Mr. Adams and friend. Why don't you tell me what you see in this relationship and your relationship to Mr. Adams?
Okay, well, I met Karen, I think 4 or 5 years ago, and it was right around our birthdays. We found out we had the same birthday. So, from my understanding, we were like kind of talking about, okay, maybe we'll celebrate together. Why not? And then a couple days later, he told me his wife had won tickets on the radio for the State Fair in Phoenix. And we were both working that night on our birthday, and I did have the car. So we drove down there. We didn't get there till like midnight probably. Went to the fair, came back the next day. We had a great time with his friend that I had just met. Came back that night, and we even all three hung out like perfectly fine. I thought everything was fine. You know, I thought that her and I had became
When
friends.
did you first figure out there was a problem, or did you?
Years later. I had moved away to Colorado. So I came back, and you know, he had kind of told me a little bit what was going on, but not really. He just told me that she didn't like us hanging out because she,
I've always had an issue. My problem is I didn't speak up. I didn't speak up until I started getting accused of this, and this, and this. And I'm like, oh, really? Because you're hanging out with this girl. You went somewhere with this girl overnight, and now she's back in your life, and you're hanging out all the time. You're never home. You're partying all the time. Well, I'm stuck at home with the kids. And on top of this was posted on social media.
Let me see.
And it does not look like, oh, you're just my friend kind of picture.
We weren't together, didn't matter.
And yeah, we were together. We're married.
If you kick me out of the house,
We're
no, we're not together,
Hey, you don't.
We're married.
Mr. Adams. So now you are more than friends. Is that accurate?
No, not at all.
Not at all.
Oh, but the picture's fine because we weren't together. So it's fine for y'all to look like more than
whatever.
friends. Yeah, it's perspective.
At this point, I didn't care, because like I said, you put me out of the house and kicked me out, said you didn't want to be with me. I mean.
So after he took her to the fair, though, was there a continuing contact? Because my understanding is she moved away.
She did. I didn't think too much of it, kind of let go over it or whatever. And we had been fighting about everything, like cleanliness and him being gone. And like there's this like time where it was like
nothing
this
but
with
arguing.
us. Yeah. And so I seen that she was back around because he was telling me I'm such a liar, and I'm like, well, let me see your phone because you've seen my Facebook messages, my iCloud, every single thing that I have.
Right.
You've seen it, so let me see your phone. He didn't really want to give it to me. I'm like, okay, well, finally he does. So I take it and I go out to the car because I'm going to search through it. And
you drove off?
And I drove off. Then he factory reset his phone.
Your one last complaint is you say he used to be a great dad until he started partying. Can you briefly tell me what's occurring in that regard?
He stopped hanging out with the kids. He used to like game with them and play with them and like do stuff with them, and he stopped. He stopped being around at all.
Mr. Adams, do you want to respond to that?
I do interact with my kids. I've bought us guitars. Any board games that we have, I've bought. The little pie in the face game where you slap yourself with whipped cream, I bought all that.
The fact
I
that
do
you
all
bought him
that.
is not the issue, whether or not you bought him. Her concern is that you're not with them.
I was doing those things with them. She doesn't. She'd be asleep.
Did you stop, though?
I only stopped in the sense of our interactions and us fighting to where I wasn't around so much.
Yeah, okay. I got a poem from Ms. Pfeiffer to you. I'm going to try to I've read it, and I want to figure out what it means. I want to show Miss Pfeiffer that poem. Is that a poem you wrote?
Probably. I write a lot.
Did you write it to Mr. Adams?
Yeah, I did.
It sounds like a love letter to me.
It is.
Am I wrong?
Well, it is in a way. This was a time when they were separated. They had been separated for a while, my understanding anyways. And I was drunk and I wrote him a love letter and I gave it to him. He's my friend. And I didn't mean it in a way that I'm in love with him. I know that looks,
it sounds
like
in love. You're mine
I know
and in
it sounds
love.
like
That's
total
what that
bullshit.
said.
Yes, I know. But it was more of like, I was just writing him a poem. You know what I mean? It sounds like BS,
He kept it in his wallet.
Yeah. I got it. Miss Pfeiffer, I'm going to... Stop. Put the poem down. Please have a seat. Thank you so much for coming. I do appreciate that. I really do. Now, I'm going to tell you, number one, I'm glad y'all getting a divorce because this thing is over. Number two is, Mr. Adams, let me tell you where I think you went wrong, and let me tell you, Ms. Adams, where I think you went wrong. I think you got stuck on that little hiccup about looking up the ex, and that changed your entire perspective of what was going on in the relationship. You put on those purple jealousy glasses, and everything you saw from that point forward, whether it was rational or not, was was a further indication of her unfaithfulness. And that's a fear response that you had that infected the entire relationship. That's all I'm gonna say. Ms. Adams, walk on, walk well. You did your best you could. I saw that letter you wrote to him. And it was a letter that I thought was very extraordinary and one that I would share with any young woman. And it said in it, and I underlined it because I loved it, I'm sure you haven't noticed, but there is a reason why I stopped nagging about phone and games because I am happy being me and happy in my space. If you're in a relationship with a guy who was blowing dark in your direction all of the time because of whatever happening in his head, because it's in his insecurities, you can't get overwhelmed by it. And you were overwhelmed by it. And then you decided, I'm gonna find my happy because he's not gonna be able to give it to me. Because you became a bad thing in his life. You became a cheater, even though you weren't one. And you decided to step on and move on and be happy in and of yourself. And I really respect that. I don't think you're a bad guy, Mr. Adams. I really don't. But I think that you're a frightened guy and not a secure guy, and that you won't be a right guy for any woman until you handle all of that. I wish all three of you the best. This matter is adjourned.
I guess knowing it from her, even though she tried to say that it wasn't like that. There's no other way it could be. The letter was, it is what it is, and it just hurts me.
Now that I'm going to be single, I'm not going to pursue a relationship with anybody. I'm going to work on myself and make myself a better person so that my kids will be taken care of and seen in the light that I did for them, where I've been portrayed as not doing for them. It won't be any question.
Happy birthday. के तू ठोक देगी माया दिले उते दिल रख के तू ठोक देगी माया वाला तू जाड़िए गाने फूलां दी कलीजों में ओ अखियां ते ओ रखिए पावे यारी गरीबों में अखियां ते ओ रखिए पावे यारी गरीबों में पानी रब देसी परदेसी ना जा माया रोजी पानी रब देसी परदेसी ना जा माया वाला तू जड़िए मेरे फूलां वाली चौकी है यारी ते जगी लावे यारी बादनी वे ओखी है यारी ते जगी लावे यारी बादनी वे दोई काने माड़िए गजी जाने कल बूतर दोई काने जीव जन दोई जीवा जीव जन दोई जीवा मर जामत दोई नाले माड़िए गजी जाने मर जामत दोई नाले जी जाने कल बूतर लाबाजी माड़िए वे जी जाने कल बूतर लाबाजी जिन पिछे असी उछड़े जिन पिछे असी उछड़े अज बोल के नहीं राजी माड़िए वे जी जाने अज बोल के नहीं राजी जी जाने हर पासे खोट जना नायो मोहब्बत रिया नायो मोहब्बत रिया ना पहले जनोक जना माड़िए वे जी जाने ना पहले जनोक जना जी जाने बंगा बिकन बाजार आया सामने खदमाया अख करण दीदार आया माड़िए जी जाने अखा करन दीदाराया जी जाने कश्मीरी वादिए माड़िए जी जाने कश्मीर दिवादिए दिल बर्दाश्त करी सोना जुल्म दया दिए माड़िए जी जाने सोना जुल्म दया दिए निका हसदे हो तुसी निका हसदे हो तुसी निका हसदे